Good morning everybody and welcome to this game between Signature Dota 2 and MVP Phoenix for the ESL ONE Frankfurt 2016. This game seemed pretty interesting, so let's go ahead and get straight to it, shall we? As per bans, we have an Earthshaker, a Beastmaster, an IO and an Invoker. These are just really solid heroes. Usually you would expect to see an Enchantress somewhere in there, but seeing as she's not banned out, I really do expect an early pickup here. Doom, gonna be the first pick for Signature Dota 2. A little unusual, I would say. I don't think we see Doom picked up immediately that often, especially when an Enchantress is available. There we go. Enchantress coming out, Witch Doctor as well. So MVP Phoenix going for something that's a little bit more expected, I suppose. And I'm not saying Doom is not a first pick, first ban worthy hero. He definitely is. Doom is very powerful. However, I did expect something like the Enchantress right there. Gotta be honest with you. Anyway, OD is also still in the pool. Also something that may be worth keeping in mind. Anyway, Crystal Main coming out for Signature Dota 2 as well. Now that is interesting. The Crystal Main, I gotta admit, I haven't seen that much Crystal Main in general, especially not this early on. It seems a little unnecessary to pick up at this stage. Maybe there's something I don't know. Gotta admit, I'm not too familiar with this with the history of Signature Dota 2. You gotta keep in mind, it might just be a respect ban, right? Sometimes people ban heroes not because they're the best choice, but just because you know, the enemies have a scary hero, right? Like they kind of have a scary player that is only scary in this specific team, right? Like otherwise, the Crystal Main might not be that strong, but because Signature Dota 2 has a Crystal Main player that changes, maybe that might be it. Anyway, we got the Queen of Pain being banned out, as well as the Faceless Void and the Slug. One last ban coming soon. Now, we already have a decent amount of strong mid-heroes taken out. I was about to bring up the OD, actually. OD being removed from the game. So, there's one hero that I think really springs to mind that is still left in the pool, which is that Death Prophet. Death Prophet also performs well against Enchantress. A little tricky against Juggernaut, but seeing as you can... Oh, well, you usually go for the heroes, I don't really see a problem either. Now, Phantom Lancer coming out for Signature Dota 2, Juggernaut of course for MVP Phoenix. The two strong right-click carries already being picked up. I actually think Juggernaut doesn't really do that well against Phantom Lancer in general. However, this doesn't mean that, you know, this is something where the Juggernaut just loses horribly. In my eyes, it's like the two heroes do different things, right? But in a straight-up fight, the Phantom Lancer would win most of the time. But if it's not a straight-up fight, then that's looking a little bit different. And of course, since this is, you know, a 5-on-5 game, it almost never will be a straight-up fight. Earthshaker coming out from MVP Phoenix. So they're going for the hard counter there, right? Earthshaker, generally speaking, a very powerful hero. I don't think this is like an odd pickup at all. But he also performs very well against Phantom Lancer. With all of the illusions, each counting as an individual hero, the Echo Slam just puts out a whole ton of hurt. A long time ago, when we still had the old Phantom Lancer, when the illusions lasted a lot longer and you know, way more powerful, weren't as much of a throwaway thing as they are with the new Phantom Lancer, Earthshaker was widely considered to be the kind of counter to Phantom Lancer, right? Because you had to build up your army and then Earthshaker just jumps in and Echo Slams you into the ground. Also interesting thing to note that actually Earthshaker was buffed to have that stronger Echo Slam where the illusions count as heroes, right, during an era of reign of Phantom Lancer, kind of as a counter possibly, right? So we'll see how that works out for them. Bounty Hunter picked up, a little odd, I gotta admit. So we'll likely have the Doom in the safe, not in the safe lane, in the off lane, the Bounty Hunter roaming, Phantom Lancer, Crystal Main safe lane, and then they need another mid. We have the mid for MVP Phoenix also still required, so we can see that two strong mid heroes are being banned out, right? The Ember Spirit, because Ember Spirit would do really well against the Phantom Lancer for Signature here, and then MVP Phoenix bans out the Death Prophet, because again, she's that last big scary hero that we had in mind. Alchemist coming out, that's interesting. I think the Alchemist is really, really fascinating. Funnily enough, Ursa is still in the pool, and Ursa for a little while was considered to be a really, just for a little while, I mean for one tournament, but in that one tournament, Ursa was considered to be a pretty strong counter against that Alchemist in the mid lane. But we'll see about that. Another hero that's viable is Zeus. Jakiro. No, I did not expect that. I did not expect that, and I think that Signature's draft is more than just ARP. This is really, really interesting. We'll see how this works out for them. I imagine there would be a Jakiro on the mid lane then. Okay. I mean, Jakiro is really strong if he gets levels, right? I feel like Jakiro is a very powerful core. Can he deal with the acid spray? Not really, right? He doesn't really have anything. He doesn't kill creep waves. He can slowly harass them down, right? And he's gonna burn you and constantly put out a lot of damage. But does he straight up kill a creep wave? No. Can't do that, right? I guess once you have the ultimate, maybe, but until then you'll struggle. This is an odd choice. Also, I don't really see many Jakiros, right? That hero is not particularly popular, but we also have the Crystal Main. So, if I had to guess, we'll have the Phantom as a safe, Bounty Hunter roaming, Jakiro in the mid, and then the Doom in the offlane. It could also be the Doom in the mid and then Jakiro in the offlane, but I honestly don't... I'm not sure if that would be any better, but we'll see. Right. On the other side, we have, of course, the Juggernaut just playing the safe lane, going to be supported by the Witch Doctor and the Earthshaker, Alchemist going into the mid lane, and then we'll have the good old Enchantress in the offlane. Likely. Could also be a safe lane Enchantress, but I still think the Enchantress will be solo. Anyway, let's go ahead and skip past the pause, and let's get into it, shall we? So, let's take a quick look at the players. We've got Fabi playing the Earthshaker here, MP on the Alchemist, Dubu playing the Witch Doctor, Foref on the Enchantress, currently heading into the offlane, and QO on the Juggernaut. On the other side, we've got Jabs playing the Bounty Hunter, MyPro, that's a funny name, on the Jakiro. We have Lakels playing the Phantom Lancer, Boom Bell on the Crystal Main, that's a weird name, and Abba. We'll call him Abba. Oh, Bounty Hunter? Do they have sentries? Oh my god, if they're gonna put down sentries right now, that would just be game over. No, but no, nothing. But it gets scouted out, so the Radiant do know this is happening. They do have sentries though, like if they have put one down, this is, I think, actually a pretty obvious spot. I mean, Bounty Hunter is gonna scout that more likely than not, right? But hey, I suppose don't want to waste that gold, right? Want to play it safe. Kyo gonna be going into the bottom lane. Enchantress is actually there too. She started out with boots, which to me again means kind of spells out that she's gonna be the offlane here. We'll likely have a Fisher block. Yes, a Bounty Hunter gonna be trapped on the wrong side, but he's invisible. Bounty, it goes to the Juggernaut, and Alchemist also picks up the top rune. Now Kyo, of course, he does have the spin. Juggernaut being fairly tanky. Actually has a decent amount of HP. He's got the Stout Shield, but I don't know if Kyo can make this. He's got no backup. Oh man, that took a long time, but there just wasn't anyone that could help, right? There's no way anyone has DPs at this point. They used their starting gold, so yeah, that's a little unfortunate. Actually, it seems like Kyo is going into the mid here. Right, Alchemist taking the safe lane, supported by Dubu, and the Juggernaut gonna be going mid, and Kyo, he's going in on the Jakiro. Seems to be the end of that. So it's actually gonna be a Jakiro Bounty Hunter against a Juggernaut Earthshaker mid lane. Now, I did not see this coming at all. Kyo's diving. Kyo is diving deep. He should be able to get... Actually, no, the Fairy Fire at the last second. And the Juggernaut goes down again. Oh no. Oh, this is not good. Well, it's not too bad. It's very early on in the game, right? I feel like at this stage it doesn't matter that much. It's still unfortunate. Alchemist playing the safe lane. Rushing a Soul Ring. I think that's a really cool choice, actually. Oftentimes the only problem an Alchemist really has is mana, right? Like, as long as he has mana, he's gonna be fine. That's why if you're playing Alchemist in the mid, you of course get a bottle, right? But if you have mana, you can just keep spamming the acid spray and farm so quickly, even big camps early on. And Earthshaker just killing himself to some neutral creeps, wants to go back to the base a little quicker. Bounty Hunter now rotating into the top lane. He is level 2, he does have that Orb of Venom, so he's actually at a very high fighting potential right now. Probably one of the strongest in the game at the moment. He can definitely beat up one of those supports on his own. Bottom lane, by the way, the Enchantress. Just doing Enchantress things, right? This is why that hero is so popular. Very difficult to deal with, right? With this camp not being around. Also for the Dire, you know, you just go ahead and grab yourself a creep really quick and you can use that to apply some pressure. Now, Crystal Main, this is one of the big advantages this hero has, right? And this might be why they did pick the CM. They wanted to be able to kill the creeps that the Enchantress uses and, you know, just get rid of that immediately. Which then again opens up a window for, you know, a potential kill or for the Phantom Lancer to farm. It just makes the lane a lot easier if the Enchantress is not able to use her creeps. And as we all know, the Frostbite basically insta-kills a creep. It's 1000 damage, right? A few attacks, 10 seconds disables. 10-second disables surely gonna allow for that, and the creep is gonna fall. So, yeah. Now, Jakiro is going into the mid here. Jakiro has a few things going for him, okay? Oh, 1 second. We got a bit of a fight up top, and they managed to secure a kill on the Witch Doctor. So just a quick pick off for the Radiant. Yeah, Signature is actually doing really, really well right now. The Bounty Hunter already having an impact. But as I was saying, Jakiro actually deals a lot of burn damage, right? So my issue with the Jakiro was I was worried that, you know, the Alchemist wasn't going to be able to... but the Jakiro wasn't really going to be able to go up against the Alchemist, against the constant push and all of that. But it seems, since we're just dodging that lane, that no, my pro doesn't need to worry about that. And now that mid-core Jakiro, he just puts out so much damage with the liquid fire, right? The constant spam is a huge hassle. Not even just that. This is something you gotta keep in mind. First of all, this hero deals a lot of just right-click damage. They recently buffed him, added in 7 additional base damage. That may not seem like a big deal, but I promise you it is. Oh, Enchantress gonna be possibly picked off? Yes. Nice. Managed to get that kill. Right, but 7 base damage is a lot of damage. 7 additional damage really made this hero just hit like a fucking truck. Not only that, but the liquid fire, the constant spam of the liquid fire, this ability is free, right? The only thing that stops you from spamming it all the time is the cooldown, right? But as you level up, and as you level up quick, the cooldown does get reduced, and all of a sudden this ability is just nasty. Not only is the liquid fire powerful, but actually this is something a lot of people forget about. Dual Breath is really, really strong. This ability deals 100 damage per level, right? So currently at level 3, it deals 300 damage. It goes up to 400. 400 damage is the kind of ability to get you an impression of like how much it actually is, combined with the slow, by the way, so you get more attacks in. But 400 damage is as much as Double Edge does, right? And the payback there is that you have to take the damage yourself as well. Jakiro doesn't have that. The problem with Jakiro is that it's slow damage, it comes out slowly. Now we have to... Wow, the Bounty Hunter just coming in yet again, the Doom. You know, they just burst down the poor Witch Doctor, of course. And they might even be getting more. They're going for the Earthshaker, they're just diving deep and they get the kill. Now Bounty might fall, nope, the Fairy Fire at the last second, and Abba... he wants more. MP is gonna turn it around though. Nah. Actually, in the end, it's just gonna be a retreat from both sides. Bounty Hunter suiciding himself? Yeah. He buys his items, makes sure that he only has reliable... Wait, maybe not. Okay, I need to see that. I think I know what happened. I'm really, really curious though. So I think I know what happened, right? Like, he walked through this, thought he was invisible, or... no, he just suicided himself. Okay, he just suicided himself, I guess, alright. Wanted to go back to base quicker. Lost out on a bit of money, should have spent that though. Oh well, the Enchantress right there. Oh, that's cute, look at that! She plants a tree and eats it. Oh man, that's really, really cute. I like that a lot. And, so well, she manages to escape. Gonna be fine for the time being. But yeah, planting that tree to extend the regeneration. It was just funny, right? Because it was at such a weird moment. But yeah, of course the Enchantress is actually doing quite well down here. She has 21 last hit, the last hit's the 4th highest in the game. It's just a difficult hero to deal with. And Bounty Hunter struggles to gank her, right? Because he needs that one hit. There we go, now she's slowed. Can they get her? Oh, she's dropping low, but they still don't have it. Another lance might be enough. I don't think it is actually. No, it's not. No, it's not. And now the Phantom Lance actually falls to the tower. The Fisher coming out. Oh, Bounty almost gets the courier, but not quite. And in the end, they actually turn it around. Kyo is also coming in. He wants Boom Bell. That's gonna be another pickoff. So MVP starting to fight back. Oh god, the Juggernaut is caught in a really awkward spot though. Jakiro is here. He does have the burn. He does have the Q. And actually Kyo. This is what happens, buddy. This is what happens if you mess with the Q. Or my pro, or whatever. God damn it, it's a dragon, okay? Don't fuck with a dragon. No, there we go. Anyway, Jakiro comes in, just cleans up, and he actually has face boots. Look at how hard this guy hits. This is a problem. Man, Fabi goes down. In the meantime, at the top lane, we lose the Witch Doctor. Actually, not the... Do we lose the Witch Doctor? No, I think the Witch Doctor is fine, but we lose the Alchemist. This is not going well for MVP, and they're already falling behind. Yeah, that just constant roaming, right? And the constant active pressure coming out from Signature. They're not giving them any space to farm, and they kind of need that. They have a Juggernaut who does need money. They have an Alchemist who does need money. Even the Enchantress does need money. So, yeah, it's gonna be tricky to see. It's gonna be tricky for MVP to, make this game happen. But at the same time, they do definitely have the late game here, right? Just because they have more heroes for it. Even though I think Phantom Lance is very powerful, Doom of course brings a lot as well. Jakiro is just gonna fall off hard. Crystal Maiden falls off really hard, and so does Bounty Hunter, right? So, I mean, right now they may be in a dire spot, but they do definitely have some hope. They definitely have some hope. Can they? No, they're just gonna fall back. Kyo again on the retreat. He keeps trying to be active. I wonder if playing against the Jakiro plays a part in that, right? Because he's almost never in the mid lane when the Jakiro is there. That might just be because he's getting beaten up so bad, right? And he's not level 8. The dragon is level 8. You'll see. Oh god, that's just one attack, right? Give him another. There you go. There you go, buddy. And we'll start burning these creeps. Yeah, I think that actually... No, it did not connect with the Juggernaut, but you see this? This constant burn damage. It's just so much. It's so difficult to deal with. I just can't fight back against it. Just can't, even with the healing ward. And the tower is slowly getting sieged down. Oh man, I love that Jakiro on the mid lane. That is so cool, and it's working out so well for them. We'll see a Yules come out from the dragon, by the way. Yules is super strong since you can Yules into the ice path underneath. A very powerful combination right there. Top lane, by the way, we got MP being initiated on. Doom is coming in. Oh, that's a lot of heroes. Yeah, he should be dead. Just gets doomed up, and I feel like they'll sacrifice the Alchemist, hoping to maybe get the Witch Doctor out of there, but there's no way. MP also picked off. And all around, this is just not looking good for MVP, man. The pressure is just so much. They are getting burned to the ground, literally. I mean, the scorched earth, the dual breath, the liquid fire, they're just melting. Top tower gonna be taken down, and Phantom Lancer is looking scary and scary. He's going for a pretty stats heavy build, it seems. Already picking up a Ring of Angular Magic, one Poor Man's Shield, right? So rather defensive. I wonder if he's going for that, that TP boots build. Get those early TP boots, start roaming with those. Be active all around the map. He's definitely playing active already, so I wouldn't be too surprised. On the other side though, like if you just look at the money, right? If you just look at the farm they have, the items, there just isn't really much here, right? Like we can see Signature starting to acquire stuff, right? They have drums here, they almost have the Yules done here. They basically have it, I assume. Right, the Bounty Hunter has got, well, not that much, but it's a Bounty Hunter, and the Phantom Lance has got a bit of money saved up, that much, right? On the other side, the Juggernaut just, you see, where it's just like they have less item, not only do they have less items, but they have less items that do stuff. Now, on the upside, Alchemist is going to start taking down this Ancient Camp. It's going to take a while. This will definitely take a while, even with the Acid Spray, even with the ultimate. He just can't tank it right now. And he doesn't really have a lot of physical damage. On top of that, as an Alchemist, he's going to try to kill them all at the same time. So he can get his stacks going on. That's actually looking pretty good, but it's still not particularly fast, right? And now he's dropping so low, he needs to wait for his ultimate again. Now on the upside, he's getting close to his Radiance, right? We almost have the Relic. And once we have that, we can really start expecting great things from our brewing hero right here. Bottom lane, by the way, the Enchantress. Oh god, jumped by 5 heroes. 4F. Oh man, I just feel bad for him. Like that's just mean. I mean, but gets the kill though, and in the end, they managed to secure the Enchantress right there. Doom gonna be used on Juggernaut. Juggernaut is pretty far out though. With the Fisher also blocking it off, it seems like that might be the end. Oh, Fabi! Gonna be burst down. Juggernaut is gonna be fine. There's no way he dies. He's got healing. He's got his own healing ward now. So they sacrificed the Earthshaker to save the Juggernaut right there. Probably worthwhile, but still a bit of a problem, right? You can't really just have that. No, he's going for some stats, picking up a Brazier. Wouldn't be too surprised if that builds into drums. I also wouldn't be too surprised if it's just a casual Brazier. Like, he needs something, some sort of stats. Actually, Alchemist gonna be fighting it out with the Bounty Hunter right here. He's dropping low. Oh my god. Jabs gets it. The big plays from the Bounty, and well, he's looking more than just healthy. Look at that guy. Man, 4, 1, and 7. That's certainly a game where our sneaky little ganker has worked out, and our rodent friend is definitely having a big impact on this game. Oh, they want this one. Oh, they do want it. Yeah, doesn't seem like they'll get it though. Nah, they'll chase him back, right? They'll make sure that the Earthshaker has to retreat, but in the end, there's no way to actually secure that kill. Bottom lane, Kyo caught out again. Uses the Omni Slash, but there's no follow-up. There's a bunch of creeps there. Actually, they're his own, but, you know, he's gonna try to TP out. That's just not happening. Oh, come on, buddy. Yeah, that just can't keep happening. That's just not okay. We have the TP boots now done on the Phantom Lancer. Oh god, and look at the money on the Bounty Hunter. Oh, they catch out for a ref. It's an Enchantress though. I mean, she should be fine. This is not an easy kill. But drums as well, right? Actually, reasonably tanky. And top tower is getting sieged down. Now this is all looking really bad, right? Now they do get a Crystal Main kill right here, which I suppose is a start. But this is all looking really, really bad for the Dire, right? They're already so far behind. And the bigger problem is, it just doesn't seem like they can fight, right? Even if they manage to somehow catch... Oh, look at that Bounty, and he's just solo killing Alchemist. That can't happen. Yeah, but even if they somehow manage to, like, find Signature, that doesn't mean that they can kill them, because it's just, these heroes are so powerful now. And the Enchantress yet again, look at that, just being burned to the ground. Now she does have backup, Fabi is incoming. But the track just gets him out of there. My pro will end up being fine. He does have the Yules now working on the Rod of Athos. Now just making sure he gets the maximum burn in. And the Rod of Athos is also pretty sick, because you can, you know, stack it with the dual breath, and then the macro pyre can really burn people, right? Just deals a lot of damage as long as they are inside of it. It's just really unreliable because people walk out. That's one of those abilities where in theory it's just gonna destroy people. In actuality, they just leave. They're like, I would like to not be burnt, right? The floor is not lava right now, so they just leave. And oh god, look at him, MP. Oh man, he has to be so upset over this. All of these creep camps, every single one is worth it. Look at this. This is taken, this is taken. Well, this no longer is, but nonetheless, that's just... Oh, that's just unfortunate. Man. Now, what does MVP need to do to come back into this? First of all, Blink Dagger on Earthshaker. Super important. I don't know how they could possibly do this, right? But they need it so they can have some proper initiation. Initiation is really the way you win this. You can't expect to straight up fight them. You gotta somehow catch them. And if you don't have any initiation, you're not catching anything, right? So you need the Blink Dagger on the Earthshaker, or at least somebody with a Force Staff, right? So they can Force Staff him in. Or they just gotta get lucky, right? But I really feel like the Earthshaker is gonna be a key player here. In fact, I feel like this is mostly sitting on the shoulders of the supports. We have a Doom coming out on Kyo. He gets off the spin, so for the time being he's gonna be fine. The Fisher gonna try to save the Witch Doctor, but oh god, he's burned to the ground. No Foref on the run. The Enchantress stunned up yet again. A big shortcut and the Fisher. No, Earthshaker with the Echo Slam, but they don't get any kills. Kyo uses the Omni Slash. Oh my god, Signature's diving too deep. They're diving really, really deep. Alchemist is actually not around. Oh, come on, man. This is like a fight here. Well, they get the Doom and the Phantom Lancer at the very least. Whew. that was very much a good way of pointing people towards why we should have a TP at all times. Really? Really, MP? I mean, if the Alchemist comes in right there, right? And yes, if he comes in late, he just cleans up. He just gets like 3 kills. But I suppose, well, they get the Doom on the Phantom Lance anyway, and that fight definitely was good for them. Right, that's what they need. They gotta kill those 2 big cores. Although right now, the Jakiro seems to be a little bit more powerful than that even. This dragon is working out. This dragon is getting buffed, man. This guy is going to the gym and he's getting just nasty and powerful. But yeah, with the face boots, of course, he's also really fast. Look at that guy. He's just going crazy on people. And, well, we'll see how this continues on, right? I wouldn't be too surprised if this Null Talisman builds into the Veil of Discord. Veil of Discord would be really, really strong here. Just because you gotta boost down the Enchantress with magic, right? You gotta get rid of you know, just gotta get rid of people somehow. And, you know, your biggest source of damage right now is magic damage, so might as well stick with that, right? And Jakiro hurts. There's just no lying about it. Just Jakiro is very powerful. He deals a lot of damage. He's a little tricky to pull off, right? This is why you don't see him that often, because he's just so difficult to like fit into a lineup. But here he does, and he's doing great wonders. Well. Sean is getting low, but MVP knows. Yeah, they're scouting. Why? Come on, man, that's just being rude to Roshan. Alright. Alright. Oh, MP. Oh, God. Nice path, the Macropire. Oh, God! He just gets destroyed. Just absolutely destroyed. Wow. Alright. And with the Alchemist down, I don't really know if MVP wants to fight into this. I mean, the Juggernaut got his drums, but that's about it, right? Now, we have a Dragonlance on the Enchantress, and this is really the kind of thing we do need from the Enchantress, right? Like, the Dragonlance, it's really... Okay, so, why is Enchantress... Another reason why Enchantress is so good now, right, is actually that Dragonlance. And the thing about Dragonlance is that it is basically an Aghanims. Well, if you look what Aghanims does for Enchantress, it gives her... a few stats, of course, and 190 range. That's all it does, right? Now, this right here gives you 130 range, and it's only half as much money, right? And the important stats are basically the same, right? You get kind of the same amount of damage, right? You get the same amount of it. Actually, you get the same amount of damage, you get the same amount of attack speed, you get the same amount of strength, right? And the same amount of survivability. So the agility, the intelligence, and the strength is there. Except that you don't actually have agility and strength, so you get a little less armor, a little less mana, but you know, you get the point. Now, you also have a little less overall HP and mana, but you know, the stats are still there. This is still good in that regard, and 130 range as compared to 190, that's really not that big of a difference, right? So it's really just a cheaper Aghanims for an Enchantress. That's why Dragonlance is so good. Well, Witch Doctor is just burst into nothingness. Cure on the run. Do you have the Diffusal? Yeah. Oh god, this is getting scarier and scarier. Phantom Lancer now with a finished Diffusal. He can definitely get a lot of damage done. And my pro is just burning down the tower, you know, sieging it. Spamming the liquid fire, making sure that MVP doesn't really have, you know, that strong of a support from their base. And MP actually goes in. Oh god, the Jakiro is dropping low here. Can they get him? Oh, Foref? No, it's not quite enough. That would have been a huge kill. Now, MP is getting strong. Of course, he's Alchemist, right? That's what he does. Oh, Doom comes in! He wants something! He gets the Doom on the Alchemist! He gets the Doom on the Alchemist. The Witch Doctor ultimate though. And they destroy the Doom! My pro! He's gonna be taking a lot of damage around as well. And Kyo, he is picked off. My pro, is he dead? Oh my god, one hit from the Enchantress though, and there goes the Jakiro. He does have an Aegis, so in the end, it's not that bad. But again, another fight where Signature Trust, they just can't break into MVP space. But they just can't get in.
This'll come in handy.
Okay, that's interesting, right? And with every minute that passes, MVP's chances to win the game increase, right? Like, if you're betting Bugattis right now, please, you know, like, every minute that passes, your Bugattis, if you bet them on Signature, they're getting further and further out of hand, man. So, I'm not really sure what the outcome here is going to be, right? Like, it seemed so obvious at first, but now it's really not anymore. Oh god, it was Crystal Main traded for. Oh no, can I get the Phantom Lancer? No, they don't quite get it, but Bounty Hunter should fall. Yeah, they take down Jabs. That's already pretty good. And now, Phantom Lancer, he falls to 4F. That's 3 heroes down, and they only lose the Witch Doctor. And now a huge fight for MVP. That's such a big gold swing as well. 2,500 gold. Actually, 2,600. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. And you have the 4 staff now on the Enchantress, right? A little bit of mobility there. I like it. I like it, right? Again, it's kind of a poor man's Blink Dagger as well. It's gonna maybe allow the Earthshaker to get in there and, you know, get some damage done. And, of course, we have the Alchemist now probably gonna go for his, I assume it's gonna be the Manta Star. I mean, this looks like the Manta Star build, but I haven't seen much of that, right? I don't really think people build the Manta Star build that often anymore. I mean, it's still strong, but no, there we go. Okay, so he's gonna be split pushing. Now, usually I am not a big fan of this build, right? Usually I feel like people build it at the wrong times. This is not the wrong time. This is a fantastic choice, because the split pushing, first of all, it's gonna make sure that the Alchemist farms quicker and quicker and quicker, right? But not only that, the Alchemist is gonna be able to apply a lot of pressure on all lanes, and that delays the push, right? Signature Trust is gonna be forced to just sit back and defend, and you know, that's a problem. That's a problem, because then the Juggernaut gets more powerful, right? He now has his Yasha. I'm sure it's probably going to be Ascension Yasha, right? Okay, he hasn't decided yet. No, I think Ascension Yasha's fine. Although I do like Manta Star a lot against Doom, actually. I know that seems like an odd item to pick there. Oh, they get a pick off on the Enchantress. That's actually... Oh, Mask of Madness, look at that. That was fancy. Right, but I like the... Manta Star a lot against Doom, because Doom's ultimate is the kind of ability you don't want to miss. Right, now while Manta Star doesn't strictly do anything against Doom, generally speaking, if the Doom blinks in on you, you can activate the Manta Star, and then the Doom will not cast his ultimate, because he doesn't know which one is the real one, and if he wastes it, then that is a huge issue, right? That is not something that you can just accept if you are on the Radiant side, right? You can't just use the Doom on an illusion. You gotta make sure you hit a hero with it. So you jump in, there's 3 Juggernauts all of the sudden. Which one do I doom? Fuck it, I'm dooming somebody else. So I do like that item a lot, right? You always gotta keep in mind mentality, right? Players are not machines. I guess in a perfect world you would be able to tell, yes, this will hit, right? This will make sure that the Juggernaut is doomed. Okay, uses Manta Star, whatever, this is the real one. But you don't know that. And there we go, we have the Manta Star and Cure. It's also just really nice. You know, it's just a good Juggernaut item. So we have an item now on our pink hero, right? We have the Earthshaker slowly working towards a Blink Dagger. We have the Manta Star complete on MP. And it's soon gonna have his Octarine Core, right? So even more pushing coming out there. The Enchantress has a Mask of Madness, has her 4 staff, there's a Dragonlance, right? The Witch Doctor, slowly but surely, might possibly get something, I don't know. Okay, Witch Doctor isn't really doing much, but you still gotta keep in mind, right? Like, this is an issue. Alchemist is not far ahead in terms of net worth. This didn't used to be that much of a gap, and Enchantments and Juggernaut are catching up, right? Jakiro, I don't know how well he's gonna scale from here, right? Like, it seems like he's got something incoming, yeah. Is that, what is that gonna be? An Octarine core, I assume? Interesting, okay. Now we have the Grace on the Bounty Hunter, by the way. Doom, of course, Blink Dagger. Vladimir, are now going for ice. Human Shivas. Oh, he's caught out! Oh my god, the Doom is dropping, but he's healed up immediately. Witch Doctor Ultimate getting a lot of damage in as well. So Crystal she's dancing in the background. But she's gonna be picked off by Kyo. Just one more hit. No, no, he cancels the crit! In the meantime, we have MP doomed up and caught out. The Phantom Lancer is going in on him. He's gonna be able to take down the Alchemist. That's gonna be the big hero down. Enchantress is somewhere... No, she's actually in the top lane. Oh, rip. I'm gonna be TP out from the Juggernaut. I was kind of hoping the Enchantress was there. She wasn't. Oh, that is a big fight, and that's exactly what Signature needs here, right? They gain another 3k, and they are ready to push. Even though this gap was closing, it's back. And my pro is coming, and he's charging ahead. Right, they want to take those towers, and they want to finish this game right now, as fast as possible. By the way, it seems like a Diffusal Blade is going to be coming out on the Juggernaut. That's fancy. I can appreciate that. Spin going to be used to defend. And they're just going to fall back. They may be looking at the Enchantress, but she's too fast. The natural movement speed, the drums, the Mask of Madness. You're not getting this Enchantress. I'm sorry, man. It's just not happening. So they retreat and they don't really get anything out of it. That's a problem. Oh god. Man, and they were doing so well. They were doing so well, and that's really like, that's what it comes down to, right? We had this one fight up here, where the Doom and the Phantom Lancer ended up dying, and they just went into deep, right? They just went into deep, and you can't do that. You gotta play it safe. You always gotta play it safe. Take the objectives, right? Dota's not a game about who can get the most kills, who can get the flashiest kills. That doesn't matter. What matters is, are these buildings dead? Is this building dead? And they are not. They are not dead. And you didn't get the kills. You paid the price. Actually, they did get the kills. But you know, you get the idea. Yeah, and Alchemist, I mean, he's almost got his Octarine core, the Phantom Lancer, picking up a heart. So he's definitely going to be tanky here. Now, that seems like an odd choice. If I gotta be honest with you, I would probably like to see a, just, you know, like a BKB. Right, make sure you can hit some guys. You still have plenty of potential, and the BKB allows you to go through Enchantress passive, right? So you can just hit her in the face as you regularly would. Disables the mischance from the Alchemist. Also stops the stuns from coming in, right? And Juggernaut right now, he still doesn't deal the craziest right click damage. I mean, he's starting to hurt, but it's not, you know, not something you can't handle. So I feel like a BKB might have been, I don't know, a more appealing choice. But we'll see how the heart works out. I mean, it's definitely a good item. Heart is really strong on us here. It just makes him so unbelievably tanky. In fact, fun fact, heart makes everybody tanky. If the Crystal Maiden had a heart right now, she would be pretty tanky. But she doesn't. Oh well. Bottom tower is gonna be burned. Yeah. A little bit of arson coming out from the Jakira. That should be a kill. Well, it seems like MVP is not even fussed about it, they're just pushing somewhere else. They don't really seem to care that much. They sent the Alchemist back though, and he does have Dr. Inco now, so pushing into that is hard, because Acid Spray almost got 100% uptime. Right, the illusions are gonna be constantly spammed. Ooh, that's rough. Oh, the force stuff away, oh god. I don't know if he's fast enough, I don't think he is. No. No, he's not. And that's an ultimate orb on the Enchantress. You know what? I wouldn't be too surprised if that's a Lincoln's. Right, just so she doesn't get doomed. I mean, she deals a lot of damage. She's very powerful. The only thing that could really stop her is a Doom. Because she can sit so far in the back. So I wouldn't mind a Lincoln's personally. Oh, MP's coming in. He masterfully dodges the stun and then walks into it anyway. I appreciate that. Sends in one of those illusions, but it doesn't really do much. Doesn't really get anything done. Oh, look at that. They are farming together. Diffusal now done on Cure. I wonder what the Alchemist is going for next. Maybe Lincoln's as well, I wouldn't be surprised. Earthshaker finally has his Blink Dagger, so we have that strong initiation. Right, and actually Cure! Diving deep again. I mean, you gotta expect the Bounty Hunter to be there. Oh god! He gets him! He gets him. He purchases him out of the Euros. I didn't know you could do that. That's actually a little crazy. In the meantime, up here we got a fight. Enchantress is already picked off. Witch Doctor also dropping low. He's gonna be going down. That's 3 heroes dead for MVP. Now got MP incoming. He wants to fight it out, but he is just an alchemist. He went for mid pushing, but it's not enough. He goes down. Oh my god, Kyo is the only one left. He's gonna spin. He wants Boom Bell. But no, he's gonna have to retreat. He runs out of there. Enchantress can buy back. Come on, please. Just, you need to. You have to. Kyo is on the run. It seems he should be fine. Now the Diffusal. No. Another charge, another Diffusal. They should go for it. No, they're not gonna commit. They're not going to commit. And again, diving so deep. Now they're just gonna have to retreat. Ah, man. No, I don't. No. No. You gotta learn to just say, okay, either we commit to this kill, or he's out, right? You gotta be wholehearted about one thing, right? You gotta make a decision. You can't be like the Phantom Lancer just was, where it's like, okay, I'm gonna try to get the Juggernaut. I didn't, damn it. But I feel like actually he ran out of Diffusal charges. Yeah, that might be why he didn't use another one, right? Getting that Juggernaut kill would have been huge, but oh well, suppose not. And it's 31-13, but that does not reflect the game at all. This is looking a little grim for Signature, because they're not able to finish this. And now the Bounty Hunter is going to be picked off. Just murdered on the spot. And Kyo? No, doesn't want to commit. He got a gem, doesn't want to lose it. Giant force stabs herself out of there. Alchemist are coming in, yet again running into the stun, but... oh god, they just cut up the Crystal Main. Jakira's gonna be next. He goes down. Farif just putting out the herd. Oh, Doom gonna be coming out on the Enchantress though, and MP's on the retreat. We do have the Phantom Lancer and the Doom around. They're both looking for something more. The Shiva's Guard gonna slow down the Enchantress. She's kept in place, and Lekels gets the slow. Oh, just TP's out apparently. Alright, I guess we're not getting the Enchantress. We're going into the bottom lane. Trying to defend his friend. Trying to defend the Bounty Hunter, and it's now going for the Juggernaut instead. Maybe he thinks this kill is more valuable? I suppose so, I guess. Yeah, it is actually. The gem falls to the ground, so they managed to get that. That's actually, I guess that's a decent decision then, right? That just looked really, really odd. And in the end, the Enchantress manages to escape. This is a tense game. This is close. Ooh, okay. Oh, I wonder what's gonna happen next. And next time on Signature Trust vs MVP! To be continued. Anime. Yes, Mystic Staff on MP. It's gonna be a Shiva. Huh. That's interesting. So I'm not surprised to see armor, but I would have expected an Assault Cuirass, if I'm honest. Right, the Shiva to slow down enemies, I suppose. I mean, okay. I can see that. Honestly, I would have expected just to see him like go for Assault Cuirass and then maybe BKB, or maybe like BKB, Mjolnir. You know, something with Assault Cuirass, Mjolnir, and BKB. Like a combination of those 3 items. I did not expect the Shiva's Guard. But there it is. There it is. Roshan, in the meantime, attempted. They actually don't have that much physical damage, right? Like the Phantom Lancer doesn't work against Roshan, since his illusions do not actually, you know, they do not have the potential to fight Roshan. And that's where a majority of his damage comes from. Also, the mana burn doesn't do anything. So he's not that good at killing that guy. And MP now just walks into the pit. Looking for this. They know something is happening. They definitely know, but it seems they're not willing to commit. Ice Path. Oh, it connects onto Macropile. No, not gonna be coming out yet. Ah, there it is. It traps MP. The Doom gonna be used. Actually, it gets Lincolns. Oh my god, the Enchantress has the Lincoln Sphere. And she cancels the Doom. Oh, that's such a huge deal. Boom, Mel uses the invisibility to maybe get out of there. MP is stunned up and gonna be caught out for a little while, but it's not enough. My bro is just cut into little pieces. It's gonna be Dragon Sushi for dinner for Ref on the run. It's an Enchantress though. This hero's fast. This hero's difficult to kill, especially with that newly acquired Lincoln. So now we got Lekels stunned out. Gonna be followed up with another stun, and he's taking a lot of damage. Kyo wants this. They get the Shiva's Guard. Nice bait, but actually this Phantom Lance is the real one, and they're gonna be able to get the pick off. A triple kill for Kyo. And the only one that survives is the Bounty Hunter. Wow, that's exactly what I meant, right? Like, you waste a Doom just doing one fight and you fucking lose, right? You can't have that. Can't have that. The Lincolns, the big Lincolns from 4F. Oh, man. And I also think it's so smart that he just kept the ultimate open in his inventory, right? He didn't actually get the regenerative items, which a lot of people, I think, would have picked the Perseverance or the ultimate orb. But the thing there is that the ultimate orb actually hints at a sheepstick, not at a Lincoln's, right? So she comes into the fight, didn't reveal the item beforehand, and Doom gets caught. He gets caught, he gets trapped, and that's a huge, huge loss. Yep, at this point MVP Phoenix is looking ahead by quite a bit. And oh my god, catch out the Doom. The Glimmer Cape gonna keep him safe for a little while. All of the slowest, the roll of Atos, of course. But no, MP just activates his ultimate and he's gonna continue pushing. Of course, he's got so much in terms of healing, so much in terms of, you know, just pure... Oh, the Omni Slash. Alright, Kyo on the run. Doesn't want to overcommit, and he's just gonna start working on his tower, yeah. TP in from the Phantom Lancer. It's lucky that tower didn't die beforehand. I actually wonder what would have happened if MVP had committed to just taking down the tower. There's no way Phantom Lancer comes in for a little while then. Oh, oh no! Another Doom! Another Doom! It's gone! It's taking so much damage! I think the Doom might be dead. The Doom is definitely gonna fall right here. Yeah, they take him down. Oh, that is so big! It's a 4 versus 5 now. And with all of the sustain from MVP, they can't just keep going forever. Juggernaut is taking a lot of damage, but the healing ward is coming out and it's gonna negate all of it. Nakels comes in and it's gonna have to retreat though. Alchemist uses a stun just on some illusions. Another Lincoln's proc. Man, that item coming in so big, and oh my god! The Shakira almost falls, just casually taken down by Foref right here. That's gonna be a dead barracks. That is a dead barracks for sure. They get it. They get it. Definitely. And it's just a sustain. Right? They're just not dying. They are just not dying. Yeah, Yule's up into the air again, but MP is back. He's in the front line. He's still pushing. He is still pushing. Yeah, Macropire. Who even cares? I am Alchemist. I don't take damage like that. Oh, the big dog, Fabi! I'm gonna go for the Phantom Lancer. Actually gonna secure the Bounty Hunter first. Crystal Maiden's ultimate, dealing a lot of damage, but it's just not enough. Doom taken down yet again. For fighting out with Lakels, but the Phantom Lancer is just not gonna be able to do it. Kyo comes in, slows him. It's gonna start dicing and slicing him now. Phantom Lancer goes down. The buyback and the GG. Buyback into GG is a true combo, as we all know, and that's gonna be the game. MVP somehow manages to pull through, and they somehow managed to win. Alright, retake those. Anyway, I hope you all enjoyed that video. Please leave feedback as per usual, and take a quick look at the end screen, and then that's gonna do it for today. So, oh god, look at that Alchemist, just really strong. Anyway, hope you all enjoyed the video, and see you tomorrow. Goodbye.